afternoon, henchmen. Welcome to the Henchman Club. So you're thinking about quitting your fitness journey. You're thinking about giving up. Before you give up, just watch this video, and maybe after watching this video, you might reconsider giving up. But before we get into the video, if you're looking for a comprehensive fitness plan you can use to quickly achieve your fitness goals, just reach out to me at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com and I'll send you a free plan. So the first thing you have to understand if you're thinking about giving up is that, you see, that's just a thought in your mind. It's just an idea. You do not have to agree with the idea. Last week I saw a video and somebody said that when you get thoughts in your mind that do not agree with your goals or what you're trying to achieve, you can easily reject them. And literally ever since I've been trying this out, and like online it's been pretty effective, because when you're trying to do something, especially if you're a beginner, you just start working out, things get hard. Like of course things get hard. It's part of life. Like there's no like good without bad. There's no up without down. No left without right. Man, woman. It's like this is how like things are. Like everything is just like polarity and everything in life, right? So if you're expecting to just be on a fitness journey and everything's gonna be good, then that's not really how it works. Like that's not how things work. But at the same time, when bad things happen, we have a choice to make. We can either look at those bad things and then give up because of the bad things that happen, or we can actually look at those bad things and realize that it's just a test. It's just part of things. It's part of the journey. We can decide to be like, nah, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep going. So right now, things are difficult for you. Probably you're going through like a lot of stress in your life. Wherever, for whatever reason, maybe work is stressing you out, family, friends, whatever. I don't know what it is, but whatever reason that is behind the idea of you giving up, the thoughts that came to your mind to give up, you don't have to agree with the thought. Like the thoughts are just thoughts. You can literally right now in your mind, you can be like, no, you know what? Yeah, it's true. Things are difficult. Things are hard, but I'm not gonna give up because I know why I'm doing this. You're like, I'm not gonna give up because I want to get that dream physique. I'm not gonna give up because whatever reason it is for you, you want to get healthier, you want to get fitter, whatever it is. But right now, the first thing that you must understand that you don't have to agree with that thought. It's just a thought. It's literally just a thought. Most of us who think our thoughts are like us, like it's like a voice, because it sounds like you, right? It's your voice. Like when you hear thoughts in your mind, it's your voice. It's not somebody else's voice. So when you hear the thoughts, most of them think it's you. And sometimes it's not even your thoughts. Like some of your desires and your thoughts are not even yours. They come from other people. Things you've heard online or things you've seen like somewhere when you were young, whatever it is. What you can understand is when those thoughts come in, of you giving up or like things getting difficult and you just wanting to quit, be like, nah, I'm not gonna quit. Like I'm gonna keep on going, And then the second thing you have to understand is that when times get difficult, when things get hard, the first thing you should do is remember your wins. If you're alive right now, you definitely had hard times in the past. Something has definitely gone wrong before and you were able to overcome it. You have to start like remembering these things, because if you pick one that is just like extremely massive, like something that you overcame, something that was just like completely impossible, right? If you have something like that, when things get hard, because you're starting something, this is new. Especially if you're if you're a beginner, you're on a journey and you just started this process. So of course things are not gonna be easy for you, especially at the beginning. But once you like start doing it for a couple of weeks, you gotta get used to it. But those first few weeks when you're working on things, when you're trying to just keep pushing, trying to use your willpower, which, if you watched my video yesterday, I gave you like a tip you can use to actually avoid all these things. But if you didn't watch that video and you're just like, you're about to quit and you're looking for ways to just like, motivate yourself, you have to understand is that remember your wins. We're so used to like remembering all the things we've fucked up in life, and we never remember the things we've actually done well, especially because like today, like online, everything, people on the internet, just like, they tell you, people try and like make you feel bad so they can buy their products or like buy their service, whatever it is. For me, I think it's complete opposite. I want to make you feel good about yourself, and I want to let you know it's possible that you can do it. And then once I make you aware that it's possible that you can do it, and then if you want to work with me or anything, you can reach out to me. But I'll rather not like put you down and make you feel like, oh, you need this thing for you to be able to succeed, and then you just end up feeling bad about yourself. People tell you like, the reason why you're thinking about giving up, you're thinking about quitting because you're lazy, or you're like, hard working, whatever it is, that kind of thing. That's just rubbish, because I know you're working a job right now. The job you're probably working right now, whatever you're doing, you probably don't like it. Most people don't like what they do for work. I talk about this all the time in my videos. They don't like what they do for work. They keep going because why? They need the money, right? They need the money. So regardless, if I don't go to work, I won't get that money. So they just keep pushing. They keep pushing. And if you're able to keep pushing this thing that you don't care about, but it's just because you want some piece of paper, which that's what money is, a piece of paper. It's literally monopoly, but that's another whole thing, If you want one thing because of money, right? Then at the same time, don't you think like you can also like use that same idea? Because that's what it's an idea. But like, I know like right now things are hard, but like remember that I've done this before. Like I go to work every day and I I provide for my family, I provide for myself, wherever it is, wherever you are, tap into this thing. Like that's a win. That's a win right there. If you're working right now, so people don't have work. Literally, if you're working right now, that's a win. You have a job, you have something that you can actually use to provide for yourself. That's a win. So tap into that. Be like, yo, I'm able to do this. If I can do this, I can do this too. That's literally what it is. But rather than thinking about the past failures or the past time that you've tried to work out, all the time you've tried to start working out and you just failed, forget that. That's in the past. What you really have in life is right now. The past is gone. The future is coming. The truth is that the idea of time is very interesting because what you have is right now, this moment right now. And when you think about when you get to tomorrow, it'll be right now. When you were yesterday, it was right now. Like, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, but time in itself is just like, it's a concept, What we have is cycles, morning, night, up, down, like I said, polarity, that's what we have. But the idea of time, if it's just a cycle, it's not really like thinking about time in a way, like you start thinking about the past, thinking about things imagine like you've had problems in the past, start bringing up those things in the past, start bringing it to the future, right? You start bringing it to your present reality when like those things are gone, like it's already happened, it's gone. You can't do anything about it. Why not focus on what you can do right now? Remember the times you've actually succeeded, the times, those days when you feel like going to work, but you have to go to work because you have to pay the bills, you have to do whatever, you have to take care of your family, you have to take care of yourself, When you remember those things, you can tap into those things, like you can use them in your life, and then when things are difficult in your workout, you have your fitness journey, you're about to give up on your fitness goals, just remember, I know that this is difficult right now, but remember the time you succeeded, and that you try it right now. Remember one time when you were extremely happy, everything was going well, like you were just on top of the world. Just remember that you've definitely had one of those moments. Unless you can't say you've just been sad all your life. That's not possible. You've definitely had moments when you've been happy, you've been extremely excited to do things, whatever it is. If you think about that right now, just realize when you think about that, you can't think of anything negative. When you think about something positive, it's not possible. You can only think of one thing at a time. If you start thinking negative, that's what you're going to think about negative. So you think about giving up, quitting, and you start calling up all the moments, all the times you've messed up in the past, you tried different workouts, nothing worked for you. You start calling them up. But if you just remember all the times you've won, it might not be in fitness, but if you've won in like your work, you won whatever it is, you have a lovely family, you have a girlfriend, I don't know what it is for you, whatever it is that you have, whatever it is you can call up your life, that's a win that you've actually that you're happy about, that I'm happy I did that shit, If you call up these moments, you realize that you can't call up these moments and feel bad about yourself at the same time. The only reason why you feel bad about yourself right now is because you're thinking about giving up, you're thinking about how difficult the task is. So the whole idea starts weighing on you, and then because every thought leads to another thought, It's like the first thought is you want to quit, and then you start thinking about all the times you quit, all the times you tried different things and it didn't work out, and then you just go in a spiral, this negative spiral. You can at the same time go in a positive spiral where you start thinking about things you've actually been successful at. And then when you start thinking about these things you're successful at, you start like, oh yeah, I did this. I remember I did this, I overcame this, even when things go hard, I still kept pushing. You remember all these things, and when you start to realize that, yeah, I've actually done some good things in my life. I've actually been pushing, because if you're alive right now, it means like no matter what's happening in your lifetime, all the things that went bad, all the things that went good, you're still here. You're not a quitter, because if you're a quitter, you won't be here right now. I mean, I must see people that die are quitters, but what I'm trying to say. You've had problems, yet you're able to overcome them, and you're able to be in this moment right now. So because you're able to do that, remember those past successes and forget the failures. Just forget, for now, just forget this week and go back on the positive spiral and then keep on going, because you don't have to quit. Because remember, it's just the thoughts, an idea in your mind. You do not have to quit. You have to go internally. This is what I talked about in yesterday's video. You have to understand that these things come from inside. It's not the outside reacting to your outside world, and everything is it's like a mirror, because your outside mirror is what's in the inside. Like I said, if you had a dot in your forehead, I said this yesterday, you have a dot in your forehead, you go to the mirror, rather than cleaning off the dot, you start punching the mirror. That doesn't make any sense. So right now, looking outside right now, go inside, think to yourself, like, what time have I been successful? What time have I done this? And then you start realizing that, you actually know, cause sometimes you start, when you want to quit, you start feeling like, I'm a fuck up. I'm not consistent, I'm lazy, I'm not dedicated. Nah, think about the times when you've actually done the opposite of that, when you've actually been consistent. If you're going to work every day, it means you're consistent, because the day you stop being consistent at work, they fire you, right? So you've been consistent from the day you started that work or that job, wherever it is, and you're still going, you keep going. So remember that you can transfer that same energy. Everything's energy. You can transfer that same energy into your fitness. You just have to be able to channel it. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to make you channel that energy. I'm trying to make you realize, because that's the problem that most of us, we don't have a way to actually when these things happen, because like I said, bad times are bound to happen. You determine what happens after that. If something bad happened, like a couple weeks ago, my brakes when they went out, literally there was a hurricane in my area. There was no electricity, and I was go try and find water to drink. And literally on my way to go find the water, my brakes gave up. I almost died. And and after that, like literally after they had like, I spend money I didn't want to spend. Just a bunch of things happened after that. If I looked at all these things, I'm like, yo, somebody's after me, or like somebody's cursing me, and all those kind of things. It was like, yo, like the world is out to get me. I'm like, nah, man. Just something unfortunate happened. Thankfully, I'm still alive. If I was dead, it'd be a completely different thing. I'm talking to you right now. So thankfully, I'm still alive. I keep pushing. I keep going until the end. Because what's the alternative? That's what you have to ask yourself. Is that if you quit right now, what's the alternative? If you quit right now, it means you're gonna definitely be the same person you are right now, and the same physique you have, what you're trying to change. That's literally what you're gonna have until you decide to continue or you decide to start again. Once you quit, there's a 100% chance you're never gonna get that dream physique, right? If you keep on going, it's still a good chance. Honestly, there's still when it comes to fitness, like I told you, it's 100%. As long as you do the work and do everything you need to do, you can get the result. This is not business or like relationships or that kind of stuff. I've talked about this in all of my other videos. In fitness, it's really up to you. So if you keep on going, there's a 100% chance you're going to get that result because you keep eating right. You cut down your calories. If you're trying to lose weight, increase your calories, you're trying to get hench, whatever it is, you're going to get those results as long as you don't give up. But once you give up, it's done. 100% chance you're going to fail. It's that simple. And the last thing you have to do is that when you feel like giving up, be able to remember why you're doing this stuff. You're not just doing this for fun. You're not just going to the gym, banging weights, putting your body through all this pressure, stress, and trying to eat right, discipline yourself to eat the right things, cook the right meals, avoid those terrible meals. Even when you go to places, when you go out, you're at work, they're serving donuts, and you're like, nah, man, I'm not eating donuts anymore. I'm done with that. When you start, remember why you're doing these things. It's for your dream physique. If you're watching one of those, like I said, you must have a dream physique, because if you don't have a goal, then you're never gonna get there. You can't go to a place you don't know. That's it. That's literally, you can't go to a place you don't know. If you're trying to go somewhere, you get into your car, you're going somewhere, let's just go for a drive, and you see anytime you go for a drive, you set up and you just be going anywhere. You don't even know where you're going. You ever go like a late night drive, you're just driving, well, where am I even going? You're just trying like, try to free your mind, try to go on a drive to free your mind, everything. That's not what this is about. You have a goal. There's a dream physique that you're looking for and you're striving towards. That's the goal you're trying to achieve. And when you have that in mind, you have to be able to call that immediately. Whenever things get hard, whenever like, let's say you just finish work and you're just so tired, but like, you have to hit that workout today because this is the last day in the week. And if you don't hit it, you don't complete your workout, your workout regimen. And you're like, yo, this is tough. But then you remember that dream physique you have in your mind. You can call up the image in your mind. You can always, like I say, your imagination, you can always imagine anything. You can remember anything because everything is stored in your mind. That's what it is. Everything is stored in your mind. If I told you imagine the inside of your car, you can imagine the inside of your car because you've been there so many times. You have to be able to call up your dream physique, what you're trying to look like at the same time. Because when like I said, try right now. Think about imagine you just achieved your dream physique. Doesn't that shit make you feel good? Like just take a second and think about it. Like, wow. Imagine, just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and imagine yourself in the mirror, looking at yourself, and you're just a physical specimen, looking hench, peeled, strong. Doesn't that vision, that idea, that picture in your mind, the mental picture, doesn't it make you feel good? That's because it's as real as whatever you are right now. Wherever you are right now in your fitness journey, wherever you look like, that image you have in your mind is as real as that. But you have to be the one to bring it to pass. You have to be the one taking the steps to get there. But once you quit, once you give up, you can never get there. But if you keep on pushing, keep on going, eventually you'll get the results you want to get. That's just how it is. You have to understand these things. These are like tricks. I'm telling you, because I realized in the past few years, I tell you work out, do this. Most of you already know these things. Like I don't want to be insulting your intelligence, telling you things that you already know. I've talked about some other videos like work out, eat right. Oh, come on, man. Like I know you know these things, but when things get difficult, that's what coaching is, Because when things get tough, you're like, yo, if you're working with me, things get tough, and you start telling me things. I'm gonna ask you. I'll start asking you some questions. Ask you, yo, so do you want to remain like this? Like, do you want to die in this physique? And you probably say no. I'll just ask you a series of questions. And when I ask you a series of questions, you remember the reason why you're doing these things, and you remember you just realize that, oh yeah, things are tough. I don't feel good today. It's been a stressful week. But then you just realize that these are all circumstances. But the circumstances doesn't determine the person. The person decides how the circumstances are gonna, affect them. Don't let your circumstances affect you. Decide how you're gonna, don't let your circumstances affect you. You do the opposite. You look at the circumstances and then you decide how you're gonna move forward. Don't let them be the one to dictate your lifestyle. No, your whole human being, like your whole being, like you got a reasoning faculty. You can think, you can imagine anything you want to imagine. Don't let things that happen around you determine, because like I said, it's like the world around you is a mirror. You like I said, you got dot in your forehead and stuff. You cleaning the dot in your forehead, you start punching the mirror. That's not makes zero sense. And that's literally what you're trying to do when you start looking at your circumstances. Like, yo, whatever's happening right now, it's all molding you. Look at it like I look at it like when I felt my car breaking down and like the brakes and everything going on. I just think about like, yo, this stuff is shaping me. Cause like now, I'll be honest with you, man. In the past few months, some things happened to me. I'm not really scared to die. I'm not really scared of anybody, to be honest. I'm not really scared of like like when I was younger, I used to have fears and everything, but now it's like I'm starting to realize that, man, there's really nothing to fear because like nothing really. First of all, nothing really matters. Like we're all gonna die at the end of the day. All we're here to do is just like live the best life possible and express as much as possible we can. Their abilities and the things we love to do. That's what in my opinion, that's what we're here to do. Anything else, because everybody, you listen to me right now, everybody's alive right now. In 100 years, we'll all be dead. So, but the things that when you die is like, did you actually live the life you wanted to live? That's the whole question. It's not a matter of it. We all know everybody's gonna die, unless there's some like crazy advance in like medicine or something. Which, regardless, unless you're gonna be going, I won't go into any of those things, but. Everybody's gonna die. When you realize you're gonna die, like every day is precious, and like every day you can work towards your goal. Just take small steps, because fitness is not like you don't have to do too many things. That's the thing. That's why it's so hard, because it's not like if you're trying to get money, you have to be working towards something. You have to be doing that task you need to do, and it's probably a lot of tasks you have to do this here. Like if you have an interview coming up, you're trying to get a better job, you have to study for that. And as long as you have time to study, you have to study. If you're not studying, you're just wasting. Like unless you're ready. Unless you're ready for the interview, but if not, you have to keep studying and keep preparing. But fitness is not like that. You work out 4 times a week, you eat right every day. How many times you eat a day? Like 3 times a day max. Unless you break down really small meals, which I don't really talk about. I don't really advise that, but eat 3 times a day, eat twice a day. It doesn't matter, man. Like it doesn't really take that much of your time. Most of the time, you won't be eating or working out. So the battle will be inside your head, and that's why I want to start giving you guys these tips you can use, because I realize that me telling you to do all these things, that they're not really reminding, not really letting you know that you're going to be obstacles, and the obstacles you're going to face are going to be in your mind. They're not going to be out here, It's going to be in your mind. When you walk past, when you're in the grocery store, and you walk past, them cookies, or you walk past the sweets and the chocolate that you usually like to eat, and you get that thought like, I think we should get some of that, but you're like, nah. You realize it's just a thought, like, nah, we don't do that anymore around here. We eat right now, This is what I'm trying to. I want to start telling you guys these things. I want to start teaching you, I want to start talking to you guys about these things, because I know these are kind of problems you have, because I've been there. Trust me, man. I've been there, and I know exactly how you feel. So I want to give you guys these tips, and I'm actually helping you understand and know that, first of all, it's just a thought, like I said. It's all a thought. You don't have to, succumb to the thought. You don't have to agree with it. You can easily reject it. That's one thing you have to know. And then, once again, remember your wins. When things get tough, things get hard, it looks impossible. Remember that you've done good things in your life in the past. You're not like nobody's a complete fuck up. If you're alive, like I said, it means you've overcome whatever obstacles have been in your past. You've overcome them. So remember those wins, and then forget all your failures. Don't dwell on your failures. Like it makes no sense if you failed in the past, and then now you start thinking about the things you've done in the past. Like that's like it's like you gotta move on from those things. It don't make any sense. You're literally like reinfecting your mind with that rubbish. You got to throw that shit away. Just focus on the shit you want. Focus on what you want for yourself, and go for it. Stop thinking about it. Remember the wins, because the wins will give you confidence, and that's what you need. And when things get tough, when you go to the gym, you're like, yo, I'm not seeing any results or anything like that. You understand that now, man? If you're trying to lose weight, you didn't gain this weight over like in 1 week or 2 weeks. You gain this weight over a period of time, so it's going to take a period of time for you to lose it too. But obviously not as long as like if you're 20 right now. I think it'll take you 20 years to lose the weight. It's impossible. No matter how overweight you are, it's not going to take you that long to lose the weight. So you know that for sure. That's one thing you have to understand. But the thing is that it's going to take you at least a couple months to lose it. And then you start to understand that, there are times when you had things that you want to do. You had a job interview you had to go for, and you have to study for a couple of weeks, You understand that this is a process. I'm telling you right now, you can use it to achieve anything you want to achieve. Same thing in my video yesterday, like I told you guys, you can do these things anytime, anywhere. You can use it for any circumstances or any problems you have in your life. But right now, we're talking about fitness. We're talking about you're not quitting, not giving up. Remember these things. Hold on to your dream physique. You know why you're doing this. You're not just doing this for fun. There's something behind it. There's a reason why you're pushing, why you're avoiding all those meals, working out consistently. There's a reason why you're doing that. Remember that. Once you remember that reason, and it starts to make sense to you, like, and then you start seeing over time, you're going to get the results you want to get. And once again, I'll ask you one more time, what's the alternative? If you quit right now, it's the end. 100% you're going to remain who you are right now. But if you keep going, just one more day, just keep going one more day, there's a good chance, you're going to get the result you want. And then after you do that one more day, the next day, just go one more day. Take it step by step. Don't be trying think about like 3. Like this. If I tell you it's going to take 3 months to lose like 20 pounds, you're gonna start being like, oh, yeah, you start thinking about like, oh shit, 3 months, that's a long time. But the thing is that 3 months is gonna pass. As long as you're alive, 3 months from now, you're alive, you'll get to that point. But then when you get to that point, you ask yourself, like, yo, did I stick to my plan? Did I actually follow? Like, did I do the things I needed to do to get the results I want to get? Or did I just completely give up and the 3 months went by and I achieved nothing? You know, that's the thing about quitting. Is like in the moment when things get hard, you want to quit. It looks like it's the right decision to make, but then you realize that if I quit right now, I'm never gonna know if it's possible. That's like the most painful thing. It's like I was talking to one of my boys. I was like, when I was younger, like in uni, I realized that, yo, you know what? Like if you see a chick that you think she's attractive and you want to speak to her, you best speak to her, because if you don't speak to her, you probably never see her again. And then later you're like, damn, I wish I spoke to that chick. You know, I think you just be regretting. And that's the same thing with anything with life. If you ever go around and you're trying to achieve, you best keep pushing and try and find a way to get the results you want to get. Because if you stop and you quit, you will never know. And you literally will never know. And that's like the most painful thing, because you could have probably gotten that result, but you just didn't think about it for 1 second. That's the thing, because it's not like, say, like, you know, you're not stupid, you're not lazy, there's none of that. You just have to calm your boat. Like when you get stressed, take a big breath and calm down. Be like, yo, ask yourself that question, like what's the alternative? What's like the best that could happen? Like if I give up right now, where am I going to end up? If I keep pushing, where am I going to end up? And the answers will be clear to you. If you give up, it's the end for you. 100% fail. If you keep going, 100% chance you can succeed. Because this is fitness. This is not this thing. You keep there are steps you need to take, and you take those steps over a period of time. You get the results. So it's really up to you. You have a path to take. Like I said, polarity. You can either quit, keep going. Regardless, both of them have their own consequences and they have their own results you're gonna have to deal with. You know what? I know you don't want to quit because you definitely want to make a change. That's why you're watching this video. That's why you're trying to improve your body, working out working out 4 times a week, depending on how many times you're working out, if not more. Eating the right meals, everything is the reason why you're doing anything. Just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Whatever goal you have in mind, just keep going. Because regardless, you're gonna die one day. You might as well keep pushing to make sure that before you die, you get the results you want to get out of this life. Because it's possible for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those are my tips, man. Don't quit. Keep going on your fitness journey. If you need a fitness plan you can use to completely transform your body, hit me up at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com. I'll send you a free plan. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below what you think about what I'm saying, you know, and stay hench.